Hey you guys, it's Nita, and I am back, your favorite diva, and I'm here to give you some underrated movies that came out in 2019 and 2020, and movies that no one saw, so these are underrated movies, and these are movies that I highly recommend that you watch. This is not like my top 10 of 2019. This is a mix of both, but these are mainly, we're now talking about our Oscar winners like 1917 and Parasite. These are other movies because I'm sure with all the buzz that those movies received, people sought out and watched those movies. So I wanted to give some love to other movies that didn't get the love and they so deserve it. Um, right out the back, I want to start with The Photograph. The Photograph came out Valentine's Day of 2020. It is not high on my list, but it's one of those ones that was very sweet. And if you're just in the mood for just a nice little love story and just seeing black people depicted in a different way that you can appreciate, you might want to check that one out. The next movie that I'm going to um, recommend is Crawl. Crawl is the monster movie of 2019. There was alligators, crocodiles, one of those, and this lady and her father was trapped in his house, and that's all I'm gonna say. And when I tell you that that movie kept me on the edge of my seat, I enjoyed it, and nobody watched it, and I just want you to go see it. And actually, this is on Epix on the cable network. So if you have Xfinity or Verizon, and you have that particular, you probably can download the app on streaming. Epix, EPIX. Okay, the next movie is Color Outer Space. Color Outer Space was crazy. You have to be in the mood to watch this movie. This movie was so crazy. Um, Nick Cage, he is the king of crazy movies. So, with that being said, enter with caution with this one because this one is kind of like a sci-fi horror thriller. It was just weird, but it was shot beautifully. The colors are beautiful, and there was just some weird stuff, and it actually ended in a pretty satisfying way that you was like, oh, okay. So I mean, it was different. That's what I liked about it because it felt original. It's going to be The Gentleman. The Gentleman it came out early January because everybody's talking about January movies was trash, trash, trash. Of course, because we're recovering from Oscar season, and so they kind of dumped all of these trash movies in January, and they did. Like a Boss is one of them. But anyway, we're talking about The Gentleman. Guy Ritchie's return to form. If you like the movie Snatched, um, some of his older work, this is right in the same vein, and had a great time with it. And actually, I do want to revisit his old movies because I've probably seen them some time ago, but I haven't revisited them. And since we're under this quarantine and lockdown, I thought it would be good to maybe go visit some of his older movies that's comparable to The Gentleman. There you go. The next movie, The Invisible Man. The Invisible Man was great. I really enjoyed The Invisible Man. What's her name? Elizabeth. Elizabeth Moss. Elizabeth Moss. She was excellent in the movie. Um, she carried the movie on her back. If you did not believe her, the movie didn't work. And she gave a great performance, and she really sold the movie. And yeah, that guy, what's his name? Lee Wanell. Yes, he is to be praised for this movie because he actually brought it with the tension and brought it with everything like that. The next movie is Ad Astra. Ad Astra came out back in 2019. I want to say summerish, spring, summer. It was a space movie. It's not like an Interstellar or, that type of thing. But I thought the movie was so compelling, and Brad Pitt gave an excellent performance, and I really, really, really dug it. And sometimes people say that it was a little too slow and they couldn't connect to it. But I think if you can't identify with his character, and his character has some daddy issues. So if you have some daddy issues, maybe you could connect better to the movie. However, I didn't feel like it needed that. It ebbed and flowed with the action and the more pondering manner and nature of it. And it was just it was so good, y'all. Oh my God, Brad Pitt. Yes. Loved every minute of that movie. Terribly underrated, and definitely recommend. And that was just actually on my top 10 of 2019. Okay. We getting down to it, ain't we? Ready or Not. Ready or Not is starring Samara Weaving, and she is like a doppelganger for gosh, what's that girl? She played Harley Quinn. I can never keep them days together. I just see and do so much, y'all. I cannot. I would be I would be I would be like just terrible. Margot Robbie. I would be terrible in a trivia game and all that stuff. No, it leaves me. It's gone. It's gone, child. It's probably dead. But it was really, really good. Ready or Not, it was a crazy ride. It's actually similar to the next movie that I'm about to recommend as well. And that came out last weekend. And that was an excellent movie as well. Well, to me, film is subjective, baby. So don't jump on me about that or whatever. But it was good to me. I was laughing. It had action. It was like thrills and chills and violence. And I'm not a big violent person because I'm like a baby. Like, for real. Like, I just don't like that type of stuff. However, sometimes if it sets the right tone for me, I can really just gravitate to it. But if it's kind of what's one that turned me off? Oh God, I can't remember. No, yeah, I'll maybe put it down in the comments. I don't know what I'm talking about, but sometimes violence turn me off. But if it's in a satire, like a Quentin Tarantino esque vibe, tone, I can kind of get with it and go with it. And that is exactly what this movie was. Ready or Not. It was like one of the best trailers of 2019. Yeah. I was like, it just looks so beautiful and odd and original. And I just really, really love the movie. And I think you should check that one out. And I think all of these movies may be available for rent or purchase on Amazon Prime. I have not seen them anywhere else, not on Netflix, not on your Hulus or anything like that. Okay, so the next movie is The Hunt. The Hunt, like I said, Quentin Tarantino-esque. The gore, the violence, the zany dialogue, the story is just kind of crazy and kind of all over the place. And, it just gives you a feel and more plot centric and not really on character development. And it kept it lighthearted. Not lighthearted because it was like some real crazy stuff happening in that journey, but it just kind of kept it in the point of where it felt it was some levity to it because I know that this couldn't be real. Like, this just couldn't be real. So it was like one of them things. And similar to Ready or Not, I just felt like it was satire, and it was just a fun way of telling the story, and I love the art for it, and I'm not going to apologize for it, and that's that on that. The next one, okay, so these are kind of on my top of the list, movies that I really, 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 ooh, child, my heart, child. Dr. Sleep. Now, Dr. Sleep didn't hit me in the feels like the next two will, but Dr. Sleep is one of those movies that was totally slept on in 2019, and I had no idea why, because it was supposed to be like the sequel to Stephen King, Stanley Kubrick's, Stanley Kubrick's, Stanley Kubrick's, The Shining. So, you know, that's a cult classic. Everybody loves The Shining, right? Nobody came to see that movie. And you know what? You know what? Other than Alien, the Alien franchise, dare I say, and this is an unpopular opinion, and this is my hot take on it, Dr. Sleep was better than The Shining to me. Dr. Sleep bridged the gap from, because I'm telling you, when I watched The Shining, I didn't really understand what the hell I was like. I was like, what is going on here? And so I love the way Dr. Sleep kind of bridged the gap, because I always felt like I was missing something out The Shining. Like, everybody just kept on was touting this glory and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it's good, it's good. I give you that. I got that. I got it. But girl, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not getting it. So, but what Dr. Sleep did for me by telling a complete story where, I mean, I feel like this was an original movie that merged the past and brought in a whole new story, fleshed out both of them very, very well, gave some explanation and some backstory into the stuff that I didn't really understand in The Shining. I didn't understand a lot of stuff in The Shining, and I felt like with Dr. Sleep, it brought everything together, y'all, like that, together. Yes, it brought it together, and I thought he was really respectful of Stephen King's novel and Stanley Kubrick's, because he nods everywhere. Like, he paid attention to detail. He crafted a wonderful, wonderful story, and I don't think he is getting his praises for that, because I'm telling you, that movie was really, really good. Ian McGregor, he was really, really good in that. But my MVP was Rebecca Ferguson, Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan did the show that's on Netflix that blew up last year, The Haunting of Hill House, and he just has a way of telling a creepy story and still bring some different elements, and the new element that he brought, like, he could have just snatched that new element that he created and just snatched that out of the movie and created a whole nother franchise, because it didn't have to be connected, but he found a way to do it. And so kudos to that. So that's why he's like one of the top ones on the list, and I thought he was disrespectfully overlooked last year, because Dr. Sleep was an awesome movie. And the next movie hit me in the feels. It was one of those semi-uncomfortable movies to watch.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not rude. It doesn't boast. Love also forgets wrong.
I will always love you how I do.
It's been hard, hasn't it?
Let go of a prayer for you.
How you doing with everything?
I'm good.
Just a sweet word.
You know it's okay if you're not.
The table is prepared for you.
I'm trying to give you the tools to succeed in this world. It's not easy out there. Everything I do is for y'all. Everything.
I know you're under a lot of pressure right now, but I'm just getting really scared.
But you'll have this place to call home.
Everything's gonna be okay, all right?
always.
We're in this together.
You ain't look at me. I'm the one that's trying to hold this family together.
You pushed him.
Lord knows I've held on to way too much hate in my life. But all we have is now. All we have is now.
You remember I did my review on Uncut Gems? Yeah, I cannot get with that movie. Like, I got it. Like, it was good. People liked it. I got it. But I can't. My anxiety. And so, Waves similarly moved in that manner. However, it cut off in the mid part. And so, the end of the movie kind of made me calm down and get some, whatever. Like, whatever I needed, the levity that I needed. It was a lot. It was climaxing to a breaking point. And I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But then the second half of the movie, they could have been two different movies. I felt like we told a complete story here and we almost told a complete story there. But he had it all in the same movie. And it was vastly underrated. And I believe probably because he was a Black director. And was he a Black director? No, I don't think he wasn't a Black director, but I believe because it was a movie about a Black family. I'm tripping. Trey Edward Schultz is not Black. This is Trey Edward Schultz, y'all, and he white. So no, because the movie centered around a Black family, I believe that's why the movie could have been overlooked. It happens. Let's be clear. It happens. So, and my number one movie that I want you guys to see is Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jojo Rabbit. That's my shit. Jojo Rabbit. Man. Oh my God. Let me go over the kids' names. Roman Griffin Davis, Thomason McKinley, Scarlett Johansson, and Taika Waititi. Sam Rockwell, the girl who won't be named because I don't give no shine to her. And Archie Yates. Archie Yates and Roman Griffin Davis are child actors and they have the cutest relationship. Oh my God, their chemistry was off the chain. I loved it. They were so perfectly cast. Oh, I loved them. I loved everything about them and their relationship and all this stuff. Oh my God, ScarJo gave me some of the best touching, and this is all under the direction of Taika Waititi. I know without a shadow of doubt that was him. That was his direction. In this movie, what they focused on, and I got it. It wasn't like one of them things that I had to go back. You know how sometimes things are hidden, similar to Parasite. Some things are hidden and they're not in plain sight. But all of the different things that they were trying to hit and trying to specify, the camera kind of lingered on it just a little bit, and you kind of was like, what is this saying? And then, but because the movie was so funny, and it didn't have the right to be funny because it was about World War II. And so I went in with a lot of intrepidation because I was just like, okay, so Taika Waititi has this crazy dark humor, and if anybody could do it, it's him. I felt so uncomfortable, and I was just like, I don't know if I really want to laugh about Hitler being a caricature and how he portrayed him in like that type of way. I was nervous going in, and even when I was watching it, even though he set the tone, he shifted through the tones and stuff like that seamlessly to me, seamlessly. But sometimes I still felt like I didn't really want to laugh about what he was poking fun at. But oh my God, the emotional payoff that it gives you, ScarJo and Roman Griffin Davis gives you a scene that I audibly like came up out my like crying boot. Y'all, that movie was everything. I love that movie. That movie was really, 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 really good. It was really, really, really good. And so that is my list of underrated movies that I want you guys to watch during the quarantine. I hope you can watch it. All of my friends, comment down below and let everybody know what you can watch it on. I don't want to promote that in my videos. However, make sure you watch those movies. Those movies are so good. And thanks for watching, you guys. And if you made it to the end, I'm so glad. I'm like, maybe I should have put what I want y'all to watch first, because y'all don't be watching my videos all the way through. But I hope my energy was up, and I hope that you were able to enjoy it and stick with me so you can get my recommendations on some underrated movies of 2019 and 2020. And until the next video, bye. Oh my God, I forgot about Booksmart and Good Boys. Y'all check those out too. Bye.